What's going on, guys? TTL here. Going to be going over my top 6 MLB props for today. Today's May 18th, 2025. Yesterday, pretty terrible day. I'm not exactly sure what the hit rate was. It might have been 3-3. It might have been 2-4. It might even have been 1-5. Just absolutely horrible day. But let's bounce back today. Um, I have 12 props that I've, no, 13 props that I've posted in VIP so far. And I'm going to give you guys the top 6, my favorite 6 props. So if you guys are interested in the free Discord, go ahead and join the free Discord. You can do that. The link is in the pinned comment or in the description down below. And as you can see, I've been doing giveaways every single day. So if you join the free Discord, you can go ahead and join this. There's 78 entries on this last one. I've been picking between 5 and 10 people to win anywhere between $30 and $50 pretty much every single day. The next winners are being rolled tomorrow afternoon, Monday. So be ready for that and make sure you guys are entering these. And we can go ahead and get started in the video. VIP, as always, you can use code May50 on WAP and get 50% off of your first month. That allows you to try VIP, see what we're all about, and see how much profit you would bring in on VIP. But let's go ahead and get into the video. Thank you guys so much for all the support. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to be playing on Underdog today. You can use code TTL and get up to $1,000 deposit bonus, or just scan the QR code in the bottom left. But let's get into this. Let me go ahead and pull up my prop list on my second monitor from the Discord. And we're going to start off with Matthew Liberatore under 2.5 earned runs allowed. We didn't have much luck with the earned runs allowed props yesterday, but I'm loving this. It's versus the Royals. It's a 0.83x. And when we search him up over on Predictive Profits, by the way, predictiveprofits.ai, I highly recommend you get signed up. Use code TTL50 for half off. We're going to go ahead and get this from top percent difference to lowest, and we can see Matthew Liberatore is a 24.3% difference. And what this means is the hit rate compared to the implied probability. So this is minus 165 on sportsbooks, which means they are giving this prop a 62.2% chance of hitting. We have the under hitting in 86.59% of games based on all of the past data, who he's going against, what team he's going against, last 5, last 10, this season, last 25, last season. It uses all of that info, crunches it up, and runs 10,000 simulations, and he went under in 86.59% of those 10,000 simulations. And these are rerunning every 30 minutes. It's either 30 or 45 minutes that these rerun and get new data. They rerun all of that good stuff. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, though. We can see he's went under in 5 of his last 5 games. He's went under in 8 of his last 10. Now, last season, he went under in 54 of 60 games, a 90% hit rate over last season. This season, he's played 8 games, and he went over in the first 2, but then he went under in 6 straight games. 75% hit rate, 6 of 8 games. Matthews went under 2.5 earned runs allowed. We have him projected for 1.17 today, so right at 1 earned run allowed, an 86.5% projected hit rate. Let's lock this in. Matthew Liberatore under 2.5 earned. Next up, we have Jeffrey Springs. And by the way, guys, I do know that this video is coming out a little bit late. It's almost 1 p.m. Some of these are starting at like 1:30. Some of these are not starting until like 7. So I do apologize if some of these are taken down by the time you see this video. For notification gang, got it, bro. You got it, Noti gang. But Jeffrey Springs under 4.5 strikeouts. 0.8x versus the Giants. This one doesn't start until 4 p.m., which is beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look at Jeffrey Springs. We can see strikeouts at 4.5. It's minus 165 odds, a 62.2% implied probability. We have him going under in 86% of the time, a 23.8% difference. And when we take a look, he's went under this in 5 straight games. He's went under this in 9 of his last 10. In 2025, he went under this in 8 of 9 games. And in 2024, he's went under this in 57.1%, 4 of 7. So this season, 8 of 9, he's went over under in 8 straight games, sitting at that 3 and 4 strikeouts. Typically, I expect him to end right at 4 strikeouts today. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you this is probably the riskiest prop I'm going to give you guys today. I know it is minus 165 though, which is beautiful, and he is against the Giants. So I'm liking this. Jeffrey Springs under 4.5 strikeouts today. Let's move on to prop number 3, which is going to be Colin Rea for the Cubs under 5.5 strikeouts. This is versus the White Sox. This is at 2:20 p.m., so plenty of time to get this one in as well. This is a 0.89x, and when we take a look, we can see minus 150 odds, a 60% implied probability. The under is supposed to hit in 83.28% of the time, and when we take a look, he's went under this in 4 of his last 5, 9 of his last 10. This season, he's went under in 8 of his last 9 games, 88.9% on the season. And last season, he went under in 78.1% of the time, 25 of 32 games. We have him projected for 3.8, so we can round up to around 4 strikeouts today in this matchup, and a projected hit rate of 83% on the under. So if we have him projected for 4 or even under 4, technically 3.8, and his line's 5.5, I'm loving this prop. Let's lock it in. Next up, we're going to have Bryan Woo, and we're going to take his over 4.5 strikeouts versus the Padres. This is a 0.92x, so a beautiful payout on this prop. And when we take a look, we can see Bryan Woo over 4.5 strikeouts is minus 135 on sportsbooks, a 57.4% implied probability. We have him hitting in 75.88% of the time in the simulations. He's went over this in 4 straight games, 4 of his last 5. In last 10, he's went over in 8 of 10. Both times he went under, he had 4, which was still very close as well. This season, he's went over in 7 of 8 games total, an 87.5% hit rate. Last season, he went over in 13 of 22, a 59.1% hit rate. We have him projected for 5.7, so we would round up to 6 strikeouts in today's matchup. His line's 4.5, so even if he got 5, that would be fine. I'm loving this prop today. Bryan Woo over 4.5 strikeouts. Next up, we're going to have so many props I can take. We're going to have Cal Raleigh over 0.5 total bases. This is a 0.83x. This is versus the Padres again. And when we take a look at this, looks like the odds may have changed a bit. Let's have some minimums set on here. There we go. So Cal Raleigh, minus 160 odds now. Earlier, this was at minus 140. Right now, it has an implied probability of 61.5%, and he's went over in around 74.7, 74.8% projected hit rate. This is still a 13.3% difference. And when we take a look, he's went over this in 5 straight games. He's went over this in 8 of his last 10. And this season, he's went over in 31 of 44 games that he started, a 70.5% hit rate. We have him projected for 1.46, so at least 1 base, maybe even 2. And again, a projected hit rate of just under 75%. Let's lock that in and move on to the next prop, which is going to be Vladimir Guerrero. We're going to take his over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs versus Detroit. This is a 0.88x. And when we take a look at this, we can see minus 150 odds, a 60% implied probability. We have him going over in 76.4% of games. He's went over this in 5 straight. He's went over this in 9 of his last 10. In 2025, he's went over this in just under 70% of games, a 69.8% of hit rate this season. With 30 of 43 games, he's going over. So let's go ahead and lock this in. We have him projected for 2.2, so right at 2 hits, runs, and RBIs. And then to end off, or that is 6 picks. I thought that was 5. Well, I was about to give you guys an extra. But that's the 6th pick today. Let's lock in together, guys. Go ahead and join the free Discord. Join VIP using code MAY50 for that half off discount on WAP if you are interested. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to sign up to Underdog using code TTL and get your $1,000 deposit bonus. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys when it turns green.